is Carmen Shank. I am the Tiny House Foodie, and I have a question today. I am very curious. Is a food processor a time-saving device, or am I actually faster if I do it myself the good old-fashioned way with a knife? So that's the question, and I've got a little stopwatch with me, and I'm going to find out an answer. So I have no idea what's going to happen, but we're going to explore this together. I'm going to cut carrots, celery, and onions by hand, and then I'm going to pull out the big machine and see how long it takes to get it out, to use it, and to clean it up, and then we're going to compare notes and see, is it faster to use a machine, or is it faster just to do it the simple way? Here they are, 2 piles of carrots, celery, and onions ready to go for this time trial between human and machine. Let's see who wins. math tells me which one was actually quicker in cutting these onions and celery and carrots. Now you'll notice there's a difference in the look between the machine cut and the ones cut by hand. And I also want to mention that I used a knife and a cutting board, but I also used this cool little gadget from Williams and Sonoma, and it comes with its own little box, which, as you saw, held the carrots in there quite nicely, and it comes with 4 blades. And the thing I love about this for a tiny house is that it has the grater options. And then if you don't use a mandolin very much, the slicer blade and this cool little thing that cuts carrots into little sticks, if you don't use a mandolin very much, then this might be a good alternative, because this little gadget is a combination between a grater and a mandolin, which are both hand tools that are used in the kitchen and have been used in kitchens for centuries, but they don't take any power, and they're powered by you, and they make all that knife work just a little bit simpler. So who are you rooting for? The big piece of gear, the Breville sous chef, or are you voting for the ordinary knife and the kind of cool little thing here from Williams and Sonoma? Which one do you think actually worked faster when you factor in handling the gear, getting it out of its little spot, and washing it and getting it put away? Which one actually is the time-saving device? The answer in a moment. Are you going to the Jamboree this year? Make sure you don't miss it. The Tiny House and Simple Living Jamboree in Arlington, Texas. And on Saturday, October the 28th, 2017, I will be there. I'll be on the main stage speaking at 2 o'clock that Saturday. Make sure you don't miss it. Be out in that audience smiling back at me and let me know you're cheering me on, because it's going to be such an amazing event. I will see you there. I'm Carmen Schenk, the Tiny House Foodie, and the verdict is in. It took me 19 minutes and 17 seconds to cut those vegetables, to clean up and put the gear all away. And you know what? That blasted machine, it only took 12 minutes and 7 seconds. The difference? 7 minutes and 10 seconds. So now that I know this, that I'm saving 7 whole minutes by having one of those big machines, would I buy one if I didn't have one? Good question. Oh, by the way, the gear that I use, that cool little mandolin versus grater combination, $29. Okay? That big machine, they've come down in price a little bit. Now it's only $319 on Amazon at the moment. At the time when I purchased it, it was the same price as the Vitamix, and I bought this one instead because it does more things than a Vitamix. So, $319 for the big gizmo. The difference here, $291. Now, would I pay $291 for 7 minutes? Maybe if it was 7 minutes every day, or maybe if it was 7 minutes 3 times a week, but for 7 minutes once a month, no. I wouldn't. So, you know, those are things to consider when you're considering going tiny. Do you really need the time-saving machine, or do you need a space-saving system instead? Because clearly, this one does not win in the space department. This one does. And I'll be really honest with you, I don't even have one of these at my house. It's still just a knife and a cutting board, and that's it. Because you know what? You can embrace the Zen experience of cutting vegetables. It's actually a joy. It really is actually a joy when you don't have all the noise and you don't have to have the power, you know. So yeah, the machine's faster by 7 whole minutes. It's more expensive, it takes more space, and it takes a whole lot more power. So you have your trade-offs. And as a tiny house person, I can say it's not enough. 7 minutes saved, it's not enough for me. So you can make your own choice based on the space that you have. So let me know in the comments what you think. Would you save that space and get rid of your food processor? Or do you really, does this 7 minutes really matter to you? Look, I got no horse in this either way. You can make a choice that's right for you, but I wanted you to have the information to make that choice. My name is Carmen Shank. I'm the Tiny House Foodie, reminding you that we can live tiny, enjoy simplicity, and eat really well. You may not think that you can live tiny, but I know you can. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.